Hi Vikings, it's Hawkins here. We are still working with the essential question, why did Islam spread so quickly? So we've already done the background essay, we are skipping document A, and now we have document B and document C. It's on the green paper if you were in class. If not, this is why you have the PDF. If you are working at home and you have the PDF, you will notice that you cannot edit it, you cannot write on it. Just grab a regular lined piece of paper. At the top, write document B and then write your answers, okay? All right, cool. So, document B, this is verses from the Quran. Now you remember from yesterday, Quran was one of your vocabulary terms. Yes, you remember this? You had to define what it meant. I'll pause the video and go find that paper. Cool. So we remember that the Quran was the words of Allah as told to Muhammad, right? Another easy way to say that is that the Quran is the Muslim holy book. I'll say that again. The Quran is the Muslim holy book. So Jews have the Torah, Christians have the Bible, and Muslims have the Quran. Yes, we get it? Okay. So these are some verses from that holy book. Then you have questions that you need to answer, okay? We're going to read the questions first, and then we'll go back to the text. Yes, we remember how to do this? Cool. Follow along with me as I read. According to verse 33-35 of the Quran, what are the qualities of someone who is favored by God? So we know that we are looking for verse 33-35. Go ahead and put your finger on verse 33-35 on your paper. Good, it's the very first one. So we know the answer to number 1 will be in this first verse. Number 2, what does verse 532 suggest about the value of human life? Again, find 532. Why, yes, it's the second one. It's almost as though they go in order. Number 3, examine verse 2:188. What does it suggest about Islam's view of private property? Number 4, according to verse 22:39, when are Muslims allowed to fight? And number 5, this is a hard one. This is the most important question for this document. Number 5, based on this document, write a claim about what caused Islam to spread so quickly. Now, you wouldn't say Islam spread so quickly because of their religion, right? No. Tell me why. Exactly. Whenever you add the word because, then it becomes reasoning. We don't want reasoning, we want our claim. So if I could, and by the way, this is not a good claim, which is why I'm using it as an example. Could I have my claim be religion is what caused Islam to spread so quickly? The claim itself makes sense, like the words make sense in that order. However, that's essentially saying Islam is what caused Islam to spread so quickly, or religion is what caused religion to spread so quickly. It's not actually saying anything, right? Okay, so you get why I'm using it as an example, just to show you how the words matter? Okay, cool. So we've pre-read the questions. Something that we've been working really hard on is using sentence starters, right? Turning the question into a sentence. So we're going to restate the question as a sentence. Number 1, let's go back through this one again. According to verse 33-35 of the Quran, what are the qualities of someone who is favored by God? Pause the video and think to yourself, how would I restate this question? Welcome back. Okay, so the way that I would restate this question is I would take the words that are already there and I would take out the question word, and then I've got the start of my sentence. So the question word in this one is what, right? But if I take out the question word, then the whole sentence doesn't make sense. So let's go over it for a second. According to verse 33-35 of the Quran, are the qualities of someone who is favored by God? Doesn't make sense. I'm going to take out this entire first part. See that? I'm taking all of that part out because we know it's according to that verse, right? So really my question is, what are the qualities of someone who is favored by God? So I take out the question word and I say, are the qualities of someone favored by God? I've got to move some words around there, right? Yeah, I'm going to move the word are. I'm going to move the word are all the way to the back of the sentence. Now my sentence starter is, the qualities of someone who is favored by God are, and then I fill them in. And I'm going to give you a hint, friends, just like I gave everyone in class, there are 7 qualities that are listed here, okay? So write small. Cool. Number 2, what does verse 532 suggest about the value of human life? I'm going to give you guys a moment, and I want you to restate the question. Okie doke. So when we restate the question, how will our answer start then? Ooh, I like that. Verse 532 suggests blank about the value of human life. Can we put a blank in the middle? Yeah, there's absolutely no reason not to. Just make sure you write small. So I'll say that again. Verse 532 suggests blank about the value of human life. Good job. Number 3, examine verse 2:188. What does it suggest about Islam's view of private property? So just like question number 1, where it said according to verse 33-35 of the Quran, now we say examine verse 2:188. Does that need to be included in our answer? No, good call. So the question is, what does it suggest about Islam's view of private property? We're taking out our question word, and in this time it's a question phrase, what does? So we would say, it suggests blank about Islam's view of private property, right? You could also, that's a very good point. Thank you for bringing that up, Smarty McSmarty Pants. You're using your brain and I appreciate that. You could also say verse 2:188 suggests that Islam's view of private property is blank. Does it matter which way you do it? No, it just matters that you answer in a complete sentence and you have the right answer. Cool. Number 4, according to verse 22:39, when are Muslims allowed to fight? Now we've done 3 of these together. Your turn. Pause the video if you need more time. Number 5, based on this document, write a claim about what caused Islam to spread so quickly. So remember, you're not saying Islam spread so quickly because you're saying blank caused Islam to spread quickly. Do we see the difference? Good. Cool. And then once you are done with that, you flip over to the other side and we have a map. This map shows the spread of Islam. The map was created from various sources, meaning a bunch of different people came up with this map, okay? In this map, and I know it's kind of hard to see on here because it's a it's a print, it is a scanned copy of a photocopy of a printed document. I know, right? But on this map, we have the water is white. So we have the Atlantic Ocean, Mediterranean Sea, Black Sea, Caspian Sea, Persian Gulf, Red Sea, and the Arabian Sea. All of those are white. The lightest gray down here, way up here, the lightest gray is areas that were not affected by the spread of Islam by 750. Now, does that mean that today in 2021 they're not affected by Islam, or there are people that do not practice Islam? No, it's just by the year 750. This is as far as Islam had spread. Okay, cool. We are going to zoom in. I want to go over some features of the map real quick. So what, my friends, is this called? Yeah, it's a compass. Good job. How about this right here? You don't know? That's okay. So this is called a scale. And remember, we use this to measure a distance, right? Now, is this really 500 miles like in real life? No, it's used to represent 500 miles so that we can measure places, yeah? Cool. You will see in our key, that's what this is called, a key or a legend, you will see 3 different boxes and then a bold line. Each of these different boxes have different shading, yeah? Cool. So anything that is shaded with the stripy stripes is the Islamic world under Muhammad from 622 to 632. Anything that is the medium gray is the territory, so this right here would be the medium gray. This is the territory added by the first four caliphs, and we'll learn who the caliphs are, but they're pretty much the rulers of the church. Think bishops, kind of. So those are the caliphs, and then we're going to be learning more about them next week. And then the very dark, and it's kind of hard to read in, is the territory added by the Umayyad caliphs in 661 to 750. Okay, and then the dark black lines are the military campaigns. Cool. So our first question: by what year had each of the following come under Muslim control? Our first one is Mecca. So I'm going to zoom in, and I have to find Mecca first. And Mecca is right here on the map, and it's under the stripy stripes. So when did Mecca come under Islamic control? Good. Our second one is Jerusalem. Jerusalem is right here. When did Jerusalem come under Mecca, Islamic control, Muslim control? Good. Our third one is Cairo, right here. Our fourth is Baghdad over here. And our last is Saragossa, which is up here. I know it's super duper hard to see, which is why I'm telling you guys where it is. Okay? Cool. So now you know where everything is on the map, and we can move on to question number 2. How far north did Islam spread in the 600s? How far east? So take a moment, pause, and I want you to come up with your restate the question. Good. So we would say Islam in the 600s, Islam spread blank north and blank east, right? And we'll fill in how many miles it is. Now, my friends, a lot of people in one of my classes were spending a ton of time measuring perfectly. Does it need to be absolutely perfect? Is that the most important question to answer? Absolutely not. Okay, so a roundabouts. Just make it close. Okay. Number 3, what does this map tell you about Muhammad's followers? That's a really hard question because it doesn't say, well, Muhammad's followers were blah, blah, blah. Muhammad's followers were blah, 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 blah. It doesn't say that. You have to infer. Yes, we remember we have made the observations about the map. Now we have to make inferences. Yes? Okay. So what would our sentence stem be for this? How would we restate this question? Good. This map tells me blank about Muhammad's followers. Nice. Very good. Please don't say that they can walk fast. Someone in one of my classes said that today and I just about died. That's not the right answer. It's asking about like the religion in general, okay? And then number 4, based on this document, write a claim about what caused Islam to spread so quickly. And I can hear you say, but Ms. Hawkins, that's the exact same question as number 5 on the other one. Why, yes, annoying child, you are correct. It is the exact same question, but we're looking at a different document, right? Different document means different claim because the documents have different information. Yes? Yes? Okay, good. Cool. So based on this document, write a claim about why Islam spread so quickly. If you have any questions, my wonderful human beings, please do not hesitate to ask, okay? Remember, this is not for a grade. However, it is absolutely necessary for what we are doing for the rest of the week and for all of next week, okay? Cool. Be good people, make good choices. Go Vikings.